Hi guys, and welcome to Operation Crypto and a fresh price analysis update on Vechain. We're trying to get these out at least twice a week and keep you guys informed of what's going on in terms of price action. We'll take a look at both a BTC pair and a USDT pair and identify a few key levels where we could potentially invest and where we could potentially look at either taking profit as an accumulation zone or just to take some of our profits off our main bags. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and let's crack on. So welcome to the channel. This is Vechain Tether daily time frame. I'm using a Binance chart here as it does have predominantly most out of volume. We did get that breakout of that falling wedge, but what it looks like now is that we are forming a bit of a rising wedge, which in reality could be bearish over the shorter time period. So look at that, it is looking like it's forming a bit of a rising wedge there, so potential that we could drop to the downside. If we do, let's have a look at some buy zones. And when I want to analyze a 4-hour time frame here, so we'll look at that, zoom in, as you can see it is a rising wedge and we need to have a look at some potential areas it would drop to if we did reject out of this. Remember, we could still push up to the upside and crack on, but looking at the entire move here from the bottom up to that top region, we'll just drag it all the way across. If we did drop out of this, there's a couple of key levels where you could potentially place some orders just in case we did drop down. So there's this region here on the 382 level at 10.3 cents, and then we also have 0.094, so that's 9.4 cents. So that's two areas I would consider laddering a few down there and there. That could be some areas where you could pick up some cheap Vechain. I mean, it is looking slightly bearish because we have got that rising up. Volume has been slightly dropping as well, so that's not the best sign. And that's not just altcoins or Vechain, it's pretty much across the board. Everything's starting to lose a little bit of volume, and most of that money is going into Bitcoin currently. So that is a little bit of a bearish scenario, which I would consider placing some orders down here. And if we did drop down there, it's nothing to worry about. I mean, in terms of a price drop, it would be considered as, to there it'd be a 9% drop, and then it'd be a further, well, it'd be a 16-17% drop down to that 618 level, which is nothing unusual and nothing out of the ordinary. I think that's a good area that we could drop. I mean, we've got this region down here 8.1 cent, but I'm of the opinion that I think the market is now in up-only mode. We've had that breakout from that falling wedge, so things are looking good. Bitcoin's pushing on. It's currently sat at 54k. It's just hanging around the area of resistance, which we did try to pierce through this morning. Once we pierce through that, we're shooting up to 59k, and with that, altcoins will follow it up in the dollar pairs. The USDT pairs may start to feel a bit of the pressure there, but that's the bearish scenario on Vechain. Bullish scenario, if we actually break up out of this rising wedge, the first area we need to target is here, around 12.6 cent, which is an extension from that Fibonacci at 12.6 cent there. So that's the extension at the -27 level. I mean, obviously we've got this big level up here at 15.7 cent. Zooming out though, as you can see, we're in a massive pendant. Upper trend line here is the downtrend, which we've not broken out of yet. So in theory, we are still in a downtrend. Even though we've had a breakout here, a drop, and then a breakout of that falling wedge, we are still in a downtrend. And once we do break above that, which, I mean, it could be a while. I mean, if we're looking at in terms of price action, if you can find my here's my path. There's a good chance if we did break down, we could do something like this and then break out to the upside. We could literally take it all the way to the end, so just be wary of that something like that could potentially happen. And like I say, I've mentioned 12.6 cent as a take profit region, but what I will do is if we break above that, whether that's tonight or in a few days time, I'll jump straight into a new price analysis video and identify a few key levels. While we're on the US dollar pair though, I just want to take a look at a few price targets above. So what I've done is put a Fibonacci on over the entire move. So from the top, we did that full retracement, and now the next full retracement will be up here, 27 cents. That were the all-time highs. From there, we can work out in terms of Fibonacci's some price levels to look at. In terms of fibs, we've got 41 cent, 56 cent, 63. My price target there for the end of this year, which is 81 cent. And then, I mean, you can go above 152 and 108. And then, I mean, how high do you go? That's, for now, I'm just going to stick to that. And that's my price prediction there. 81 cent for the end of this year. So that's within this next 3 months, so fingers crossed it all works out. So that's that pair covered. What I want to do is also just take a look at the BTC pair, and I know this is the one that's going to bleed out the most, and we're currently in this level of support, which I've mentioned quite a few times on previous videos, and I've done a few tweets. This is the area, if you're looking to buy Vechain in Satoshis, is the area. I think it's some solid support, and you can see we tapped it there, use it as a rejection support area there, and then twice here. One bearish scenario, if the market does tank in terms of Satoshi, so that means Bitcoin goes on a major pump and it starts rejecting all the altcoins and Satoshi pairs, that one level there, I mean, you could even look at that level there, to be honest. 2 levels you could target. You've got the bottom of that support area at 178 sats, and then you've got this support region down here, 129 sats. So if you're looking for some buys in Satoshis and you've got some spare Bitcoin available, chuck it in down there at 129 sats, and you might get lucky. You might get a wick like this to the downside, pick up some liquidity, and then start pushing on. And in terms of price action going upwards, this is a massive area at 300, and well, you could call it 300 sats. Big area to get through that. Once it does push above that, you're obviously going to see that region straight away at 474, but I think we're a long way off that. I think in terms of Satoshi growth, I don't think that will happen for at least towards December, and I think it's just going to be either sideways or down from here, to be honest. But that's pretty much going to do it in terms of analysis for VeChain. Just one more thing I want to cover, and it's my Patreon that we have now got up and running. Lots of analysis I'm pushing out every single day. I'm pushing out these newsletters every morning with my outlook, podcast giveaways. Also, including this, we have a private Discord server. If you want to join that server, you can if you want. Just sign up, give me a shout once you've joined, and I'll add you to the server itself. Within that server, it's general chat, it's education, it's trading, it's anything you need to know, especially if you're new to cryptocurrency. It's hands-on help, and it just gives you that extra edge of knowing what is what and what is actually going on in the space. Also, you can do chat requests and get me to check out your portfolio, whether it's full of absolute shit coins or anything decent that you should be keeping a hold of. So that's going to do it for today. If you are new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.